So, we are back. It's been quite a while. Been a few days. Not been much news as there really to report on as well. And I don't like just waffling for the sake of waffling. But there has been a match, obviously, as we saw last night against Arsenal. And there has been a bit of transfer news today. Not that I'm taking too much into it because these people love just writing Man United for the sake of writing Man United. Gets them a few extra clicks and However, it seems like we are moving now to get our third signing done, which isn't going to be a centre back and it isn't going to be a midfielder and it probably isn't, and it isn't going to be an attacker. It's actually going to be right back, MAZRAOui, which we'll talk on in a minute. But we're going to talk about the pre-season game first. The game against Arsenal. It was. I watched about 60 minutes of that. Didn't watch the last 20 minutes, although they did score. And actually, I've seen the goal, and Martinelli actually scored a good goal. Onana could have probably saved it, but Martinelli did just a bit of directiveness into the box and bang. Maybe he's gonna have a redemption arc season or whatever people want to pretend with Martinelli. But yeah, when in that game, Notes took off the game. As you can see, or as you all know, sorry, Lenny Euro and Rasmus Højlund both got injured. I'm not too fussed about Højlund because he's trash. However, Lenny Euro, as well as it looks like I think someone said a sprained ankle, and Rasmus Højlund was a hamstring. That's what Rasmus Højlund said. But this is Ten Hag's comments on it. So Ten Hag on Lenny Euro and Rasmus Højlund injury. We have to wait over 24 hours and then we hopefully know more. We were carefully, especially with Lenny. He did only 50% of it from the sessions. Let's be positive and see what is the outcome. So let's be positive. Hopefully, though, by the way, if Euro is out for a few weeks and we'll miss the start of the season, that pushes the club to go, do you know what, we're going to stop penny pinching and we're just going to go out and get a centre-back. Hopefully that does that. Hopefully that's a little blessing in disguise. Not that you want any player to get injured, because you don't want to wish an injury on any player, especially your own. But I think I'd love us to go out then and that push us to go and get a centre-back done. So then we have a centre-back like De Ligt in training, ready for the Community Shield game against City, which is in, less than 2 weeks now. It's in 13 days, I think. So, yeah, that would be nice, in my opinion. But in terms of injuries, it is annoying to not have, at least I don't rate Højlund, but at least the options there, you know what I mean? You want to have your manager to have his all of his players in that he wants to start the season, because you want to start the season for the best possible way. Now, if Højlund's out for 6 weeks, imagine Xerxes goes out for 3-4 weeks, then we've got no striker, and we're back to play either playing a false nine or playing Rashford up top, which, I mean, maybe false nine could work, but we've never really seen it in a competitive game, depending on who you play there. We did play Hannibal there last night, and that was trash, and Hannibal, as we all know, is just trash. It's weird though. Why are all the United fans writing Hannibal off? I saw you all doing that. Why are you all writing Hannibal off? I thought he was young, give him time. That's what we were saying about Garnacho. I mean, Garnacho hasn't developed anything. He's probably got worse. But I don't really know with these fans, what these fans are just pick and choose. However, I do want to talk about one player though, the left back, Harry Amas. And now Harry Amas has been hyped up a bit, not by the fans, by like the media and stuff like that. They've been saying that he's quite highly touted in the United Academy ranks. And I wanted to see, obviously, because they hype up everyone. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to actually see him myself. Now, he looks like he's got good energy for a left back, which is important for a full back to go up and down. But also, he looks not tidy on the ball, but he looks like he can. It looks like he's got ability on the ball. He can play through lines. He can do that. He can. I don't know his crossing ability. We didn't really see him cross a ball, which is obviously an important aspect for a fullback. And we didn't really see his defensive ability. I mean, he was actually, they said he was at fault for the goal, the first one, but I'm pretty sure he was offside, wasn't he? He was like literally an offside goal. But I don't know. He did look half decent last night. And obviously, I never watched him, so I'm not going to hype up him. I'm not going to hype him up as a player, just because the academy ranks say that they rate him highly and all that bollocks. I don't care. I want to see him for myself, and I was actually quite impressed with Harry Amas last night. Thought he was half decent. I thought he was half decent. I thought there was that DM. I don't know his name. Let me get his name up. Hold on 1 second. No, it's not DM. Sorry. Well, it might be a DM. Is it? It is a DM. Sorry, it is a DM. Don't know why it's saying attacking midfielder. Collie or something. I don't know where he's from. England. He's English. He's 20 years old though. I thought he would be a bit younger, but he looked like he has the ability to drive with the ball. He looked like he had the ability to get the ball and just drive with it. Whether he's good or not, I don't know. But I did see him do a few good things in that game, so I'm not excited. I don't think he'll get many more minutes in the season, but we'll see if he gets any minutes during pre-season, and then we'll see. We'll make our opinion of that. Mason Mount was trash. Rashford looked like he was running with the ball a bit and looked a bit better than he did last season. Last season he just looked disinterested. But overall, Rashford just not that good. Ahmad had one little thing where he got the ball, he sort of sat two players down and just smacked it into the third man. Other than that, he had quite a quiet game, to be fair, Ahmad. And the other players, not really much to talk on. I mean, Højlund scored a goal, and then missed I don't want to say missed a sitter, but missed an half-decent chance. Other than that, then he got injured. Oh, no, he missed a half-decent chance and he got injured from running to the thing, I'm pretty sure, for that half-decent chance. So, yeah, that is a bit disappointing for him. And the other players, not really much to comment on. I mean, Casemiro was poor, and he just hoofs the ball too much. But now let's move on to transfer news. So we talked about wrapped up the discussion of the pre-season game. You know, it's only a friendly, by the way, and Chelsea, by the way, got absolutely pammed. That popped to my head. We're going to talk about football talk soon. Chelsea got pammed by Celtic. They are in for a long season, and you know what? I'm all here for it, because we'll save that all for football talk. Now we got, I don't know how to say that first name, MAZRAOui. I don't know. Waiting for Man United. That's what apparently Fabrizio said. He wants to move, and his agent Pimenta is still in talks for both MAZRAOui and Matthias de Ligt, so they have the same agent. I didn't know that. All depends on Wan-Bissaka. So Wan-Bissaka's got to leave, and then we'll go and get MAZRAOui. And I hope that does happen. Some people are up in arms. I mean, if it happens, it does. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. To me, not that bothered. Although I don't think Wan-Bissaka is at top level. I know he's been good in finals because we brought him on and he's locked down that right hand side. But on the ball, man, he's just awful, man. He's just awful on the ball. I think that's the main thing. I think that the club want to move forward from the if he was good on the ball, Wan-Bissaka, he'd be such a good fullback. But it's not even that he's bad on the ball. He's genuinely awful on the ball. Like, he can't cross. He couldn't cross his legs. He couldn't cross a road. Do you know what I mean? His passing range. I mean, he couldn't pass wind. He's not comfortable on the ball. He takes 3 or 4 seconds to control it. He's just not that good on the ball. But defensively, he's obviously very good. But even then, his positioning defensively is quite poor. It's his slide tackling and his tackling, his 1v1s that Wan-Bissaka is very good at. I think he'd be great in a team that sits back and I think he'd look good there. But I think in a United team, when you're playing a high line, he gets caught out at times. His positioning is poor, and he doesn't exactly have amazing recovery pace. He just has amazing recovery tackles. Anyways, it looks like the agent is in talks for MAZRAOui and Matthias de Ligt. He's the agent of both of them footballers. So Man United are still moving for de Ligt, which I am happy about. I do want de Ligt at the football club. Hopefully we can get these deals done, man. I'm missing the adrenaline rush of getting a new signing done, man. We've only done 2 now. We need to get that third one under the line. Hopefully we get MAZRAOui and de Ligt in before, I'd say at least before the 7th or 6th of August, so we can get him in, try get him in the squad for the Community Shield game. And then we have 4 signings for the new start of the season, and then we desperately need a midfielder. We haven't got a midfielder yet. We needed 2 midfielders before the season started anyways. We desperately need another one. At least one in that midfield, in my opinion. Whether that be Ugarte, whether that be whoever. That's my personal opinion. We definitely need that. And obviously now João Neves is about to join PSG, so I do think the Ugarte deal will move on. Will move swiftly in the coming days. Obviously, João Neves is now pretty much a PSG player. Here we go soon. Whether that's an upgrade for PSG or not, I don't know. But hopefully, yeah. So I think give it another week. I mean, I know I said a few days ago that I think give it a few more days and these other deals would progress. I think now I'm going to say give it another week. But about the 5th of August, I think we'd have probably two players that are pretty much in the door. And I think it'll be these two, and then I think Ugarte will be the final signing before the end of the transfer window. But I hope we can get all three done just as quick as possible, man. And then if we can try and get another signing done, get 6 over the line, that will be great in my opinion, because we need signings, mate. We need midfielders. We need 2 midfielders. I personally think we'd take 3. Zubimendi and Ugarte, go out and get them, but we ain't going to get them because McTominay, no one wants him. Man United aren't going to budge their asking price like they did with Wan-Bissaka. With the centre backs, obviously no one's signing Lindelof, so we're not. That's probably not why we're a bit tainting on going in for De Ligt until we get rid of centre backs. Obviously Euro was a replacement for Varane, but we still got 5 centre backs. I mean, I don't understand why we got Johnny Evans and we could have just got De Ligt. I don't understand it, but I think we want to try and get rid of one more centre back and then get in De Ligt. Or we'll just go and get De Ligt anyways. So yeah, hopefully the club get these deals done because we desperately need them. Yeah, we desperately need some deals done before the start. And we can't go in to the season with 2 new players. Yeah, we can't go into the season with 2 new players after the disaster we had. We need at least another 2 before the start of the season. I personally think we need 3 or 4, as I said. We were linked with Zubimendi, and as I said, there was nothing in it. There was literally nothing in it, and there's no movement on it. No big, credible journalists have been talking about it. So don't listen to these idiots that just sit there and clickbait everyone, because they're all liars, and they all just want your views. As I said, Zubimendi, there's no concrete talks. There's no concrete talks. There was no proper credible journalist speaking about it. So as I said, I won't believe in it. I don't think we're in for Zubimendi. I think the only midfielder we're going to sign this summer is Ugarte, and we might get Amrabat from like 10 million, something like that, which is nothing, peanuts. So yeah, that's done for Man United talk today. Thanks for watching. I will probably be doing a Man United talk again in a few days, but it's all depending on the news. So yeah, cheers.